Good morning. Having a hard time with this piece of hair. It's driving me crazy. I'm tired. Let me shut off this hallway light. This is like making it blurred, hard to. That's better. Too bright. So yesterday was my first day officially, and I posted my first discussion assignment. So I'm going to where it's at on the SNHU website. Looks like there may have been a response to the general questions, but let me see. Well, this is not easy to read. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I had asked how to respond to my here we go, discussion list. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's in here. No, that was just my post. Looks like. View topic. My last post, but she didn't reply. Okay. I think I found the answer to my question anyway. So I'm going to try to navigate through and show you how to find it. Let me see if I can share the screen. Let's see, content only. And I want to make sure I got the right one. Why is it saying 2? Screen 2. Oh, look, it tells you. So you get the right one. Okay, I think that's it. Yay, that's correct. All right, wonderful. So this is under the course menu. You look at discussions. Here are the general questions. This is the class general questions, and here's the class discussions, and here's the module questions. So the discussion is using research, and this is basically what the guidelines are. Introduce yourself to the class, include your major and anything you would like to share about yourself, then address the prompt below. How have you used research in the past? Provide an example of research you have used. This can be an academic or non-academic example. When answering, consider the following. What was the purpose of your research? For example, were you trying to learn more, convince yourself, or someone else to make a decision, etc.? Who was your audience? Remember that the audience could be yourself or someone else. What specific steps did you take to complete your research? Break your process down into at least 3 steps. What parts of your process worked well for you? Did you have any trouble finding the new information? If so, what did you do? And then this is the response. So this shows you exactly, this is the discussion rubric, what they want to see or what your professor wants to see you post about. So write a post of 1 to 2 paragraphs. Oh, I think I did mine longer than that now that I think about it. Oops. Okay. Yeah, okay. Didn't catch that. I think I did 3 paragraphs. Why did I do 3 paragraphs? I'm trying to see what I wrote here. Let me find my Word document. Okay, I'm going to pull it over. Well, it was 3 questions. So I want it being, right? 3 questions. Let's go back. Now I'm not even sure. Yeah, 2, but I put it into 3 because I I had a lot to say. Maybe I overdid it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I did 3 paragraphs. Didn't pay attention. Pay attention to the rubric. I think it was more, I was thinking that it was more casual. So I'll pull this over so you could see. I told a lot about myself. I think that's why it was so long. But I wanted staff to, not staff, well, staff to know me. Yeah, that was more it. And my classmates. And then here's where I talked about, and I could have combined it and just been short about it. But I thought it would make it more interesting to give a background. And this is my guidelines for me having to respond. So let's see who else. Oh, I think it would be under subscriptions, actually. Yes. Okay. There was the general questions. There's the module discussions. And there's 4 posts. And here I think is where, well, that's my progress. Let me find it again. See, this is what's difficult, is trying to locate stuff. That's not where I got it. Let me go back. Class discussions. Okay. Discussion list, which I'm already on that. That's the rubric. Where on earth did I find that now? I can't remember. Threads, maybe? Posts? Last post? I don't want to find that. Oh my goodness. Let me go back. View topic and grid. And grid view. Let's see if I can. That's the general one though. Discussion list. Class discussions. Why is it not letting me show that? Ay, ay, ay. Somebody help me. Let's go back to discussions. Maybe it was under learning modules. Yeah, because that's the same thing. Learning modules. Oh, no, maybe assignments. So this is the second one because I already put view history. Well, maybe that didn't count as the assignment. No, I'm pretty sure that was rated like 50 points or something. Yeah. Hi. Now I'm trying to find where the discussion posts are and I can't find it. This is what's hard about this, is trying to find your way back to where the content is.
Like this is a social experiment they're doing.
Well, I'm recording this social experiment. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's under here. Guidelines and rubric. Thank you, honey. No, that's not it. Jiminy Cripes. And this is being recorded. So you're getting to see me really. I guess this is good because then you can see how this is difficult. Table of contents. Start here. Assignment. No. I think it's under the discussions. Announcements, assignments, discussions. I just don't know. Discussion list. Maybe it's under this. What is that? Search. No. Oh, here we go. I found it. I don't even know how I did that. I'll have to watch this again later to learn. Okay, so let's look at somebody else's thing here. Oh, she did three too. Her first is her introducing herself. Well, maybe not. Two. This is me. Way too much. Way too much information. Okay, well, there's only three right now. I kind of read over these two when I was waiting for more people to post because I wanted to different content to address because I kind of was like hoping that I would be able to learn something. And I can't even fix this. Now you post it and it's done. So make sure you have it the way you want it. Make sure that you actually read the instructions because I did not. I did three. Oh, yeah. I hope I don't get penalized for that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's a PhD candidate. Oh no, that's the instructor. I'm like, oh yeah, somebody's in the bachelor's program, a PhD candidate. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I'm half asleep. Let me take a bite of my food. It was supposed to be 22 degrees this morning. It's actually 40. Thank God. It's good. So the plan for today. So I don't have it up here. I printed off my research articles. And the next thing that we're going to be doing is posting what we chose. I did look for additional articles yesterday, but I'm not sure I'm going to switch because it depends on what my classmates think of it. So it was not US based, the one article that I was thinking about switching, a US based article. It was from the UK. Um, but what I liked about the article, and maybe I need to tweak my reason for choosing it, is because, and maybe that's a wrong reason now that I'm thinking of it. Huh. It did prove my point, but does that make it a bias? I never asked myself that. I'm supposed to be looking for fair, equitable information. What I liked about it is it focused on patient safety. I think that's important, no matter what the findings. That's why I started this research topic. But it does go against what I would like. I would like the 4-day work week to work because I prefer to work in 4 days instead of 5. I am trying to find out what is in the best interest of patients. I just am praying that I'm open-minded to debate, that I don't immediately get on the offense by somebody's comments, get frustrated, and don't hear anymore. You know how that is. I'm sure you guys have encountered that outside of a class, and I'm talking about politics. People are so set in their ways about stuff that they don't listen to other perspectives. Absolutely true. Because you just shut people down. But really, that's what's wrong with America right now. Nobody's got the right, complete picture. None of us. I think we need to be more open minded in general. Everyone, doesn't matter what country you're from. Um, I want to learn what I can from this because I think that this is a great topic that will hopefully open up avenues for learning new things that are outside of what's familiar to you, what's comfortable for you. I mean, it's to teach us how to do a research. It's not just to pass the class, you know, to get a good grade. Really, we should be looking at this from that perspective. Give me, God, what I need out of this. There's a reason I'm in this class. Help me to hear what you're trying to say through the other participants, that I could get a different perspective. Be more compassionate to somebody with different opinions, not shut down, not be closed minded. You know, doing these videos is kind of like it's not just to help people learn how to navigate going back to school after this many years. It's really helping me, kind of like journaling, only I hate writing. This is a much better way of journaling. I've never thought about doing this before. I just thought I was going to help people learn how to navigate going to college again. But really, there's so much more to this. It may be boring to some people, and that's okay. You can scroll past. May not be the content for you. Even if it's just for me, I'm okay with that. Just for my kids. Maybe someday when I'm gone, they'll look back and say, "Oh, Mom made all these videos." Oh, and then I don't know if you've ever had anybody die, but of course you have. Everybody has. If you haven't heard their voice or saw their face in a while, and it's like you find a recording of some kind, or even a picture that you never saw before, it's comforting. Too early to cry. Anyway, I have to actually do some studying, reading. Prefer to do stuff when I'm fresh. Did want to look over, um, go back and look at the course menu of the modules again. Kind of just looking forward a little bit. So that's why I needed to read the articles because I was working ahead to this journal guidelines. Um, and when I had submitted my paper to somebody on this site for help, she said that, well, the format was a hot mess, but she said that I needed to include citation. And so here the instructions say, um, you can practice using attribution conventions to cite sources by writing a citation for each source. The challenge that I'm facing, though, is the one article that I'm interested in, which I'll pull it up here, right here. I don't know how to cite something when she's citing something. See this? So how do you cite it? Because it's actually coming from a different article. So like here, she's talking about fatigue among healthcare staff, that it comes at a cost, da, da, da. And then if you click on this one, it's this first source. I'm gonna click on it and see if we get anything. So this was a different article. So do I cite that article? Oh, this is complicated. I don't know. It's been so long since I've done a research paper. I'm going to let's see if I can find Chat GPT. There we go. Let's ask that question. Okay. How do you cite a source? A, a, how do you cite a outside? How to say it? An outside source within your article. I don't know if that's the right question or not. Okay. When you cite an outside source within your article, you're giving credit to the author or organization whose idea or words you are using. The format depends on which citation style you're using. Here's a quick breakdown how to cite within the text called in-text citation or parenthetical. How do you say that word? Parenthetic. I don't know how to say that. Whatever. That citation and how to include it in your reference list. Okay, so paraphrasing, healthcare fatigue. But I'm going to ask for an example. Can you give me? You know what? No, let me ask specifically about this article. Okay, so this is healthcare fatigue. Can you show me how to cite the first the site? How do I say this? The referred article number one in this source. And I'm going to put the name. Oops, I kind of showed up weird. Okay. Citation, in-text citation. Let's identify the source. Okay. Staff fatigue. No, that's not what I was asking. See, are you citing that or are you citing their study? See, that's not right. Would you like me to show you what it looks like inside this sample paragraph? No, let me do this. Let's do this. Here it goes. Copy. Use this example. Paste. I'm gonna get rid of that T. Okay, referring to sources number 1 and 2 in the reference list, not your own. Okay. So if you're paraphrasing the idea, not directly quoting fatigue among healthcare staff, therefore cost reduction, Because I did it when I was putting why I chose the article, I was paraphrasing what was said in the article. But I didn't know I had to cite anything. A reduction in quality treatments. Okay, so they're still referring to the article. Is that how it's done? I mean, God, I don't even know. It's not really clearing it down for me. Oh, wait, here we go. Reference. So it's showing here the article that I'm getting this out of, right? Patient safety, the unrecognized risk for patient safety. What is this thing called again? Okay, yeah, that's that article. Let me go back. And then it says, then it has Future Healthcare Journal. Ah, we got the answer. That's correct. Let's look. So we're going to go click on this. Number one, predictive mitigating effects, deep sleep. No, that's not it. Right? I don't think so, because that's not the name. Future Healthcare Journal. No, yeah, it's just quoting that one. You should not include the 1, 2 unless you're referring to multiple. I am referring to multiple different sources. Eee. I am referring to multiple sources within the article. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So, oh my God. Um, if you have more than 2 sources, you can list as many as you need. And citing multiple sources from the same idea, separate them with semicolons within one set of parentheses. And this is not giving me the example. Let me go in here and pull who that was. I think that ChatGPT is not understanding me. These were the sources within that paragraph. How do I refer or give credit to them? How do I? Yeah, no, refer to those articles as well. Paste, paste. If you did not read the original articles yourself, only saw them mentioned, APA says to use the word as cited in. Here's our answer. Fatigue among healthcare staff comes at a cost, reduction and quality of clinical decisions, and the delivery of treatments has subsequent consequences for a patient safety. Kaiser et al. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. I hope you're learning something. Important, you only include in your reference list, not the other 2, unless you actually retrieved and read those studies yourself. I didn't. This is good information. Let me make a new Word document so I can use this as an example. And I'm putting here, I'll pull this over here so you can see. Example of how to refer to sources within your article. Move this back. Oh, excuse me. This is good information. Very good information. I'm learning. How exciting. Yay! And I'm going to save this as that. That helps. That's what ChatGPT should be used for, not doing your work. Save as. Is to learn how to cite stuff. Because I have a period on it. Maybe. Let's try. Yep. Yay! So now you know. Okay, I've got to get going. I got to finish eating my breakfast before it gets cold and actually do some work. So let me get on here. Um, wait, do I need to show you something else? Announcements. So anyway, that's moving on to um, is this the next one? No, it's in module one that's due next. And you know what? I don't know. I haven't looked to see. I wanted to show one more thing. I don't know if it's actually going to show on here. There are tools here. One of them is the calendar. I don't know if it will automatically fill. Let's see. Okay, so this is the first day of class. Module one begins. Here we go. Yes, it's in here. Oh, I'm so excited. There was nothing in there last week. The 30th. Initial discussion post due. Oh, okay. So then the other one must be due Sunday then. Why did I do it so fast? Oh my God, I shouldn't have. Huh? Well, it's not showing anything for Sunday. Oh, wait, here. The second. It's the second. Assignments due, module one. Okay, what's this? 3. Module 2 begins. Initial discussion post due. Assignments due, module 2. Okay. Module 3 begins. There's nothing due that Thursday. Assignments due, module 3. And then initial discussion post due. Okay. All right. I feel better. I got an outline as to what I need to do. I wish to God I had waited to post that. I did jump the gun. Okay, I did jump the gun. I did 3. Now I'm like beating myself up. Help me to feel better, God. That I should have waited. But I'm like trying, the way that my personality works, because of my background as being an ICU nurse, I always had to prepare and get work done ahead of time because sure enough, something would happen. You'd have admissions, or God forbid, you'd have somebody coding and you'd be there for hours charting, and you didn't want to have to worry about all your other work. So I do work ahead, but sometimes not to my benefit in this case, because I did not do 2 paragraphs. I did 3. I feel horrible about that, but I'm going to give it to you, God. I'm sorry. I should have read that. This is something to learn from. Really don't be in a rush to submit anything. I mean, submit it when it's due, but slow down. Look at other people's posts first. Give you kind of an idea what to do, what not to do, and read your rubric. Oh my God. I hope this was good for you guys. You learned from me. That's what the whole purpose is. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. There I am. I'm going to eat my breakfast. So I'm going to stop this recording and wish you all a happy, blessed day.